All right. Thanks for joining us. This is Matt N.
Jesse.
And today, the little synopsis you can see is weeds in our lives. So Jesus talks about parables over and over again about plants and plant-based things and the aspect of the sower and sowing good seed and the enemy sowing tares that choke out the good seed. If you go outside and you will see weeds, you will see vines, things that are not desirable grow like this. They grow anywhere. They grow in the cracks in concrete and driveways and sidewalks, between stones, between little seams. The weeds can grow anywhere, but not plants of desire. Grass doesn't necessarily grow like that. Flowers won't grow like that. So, what could that be saying? One of the aspects to look at is what in your life, the weeds and the tares and all that, are the things that we want to do. The time sucks. Just doing stuff just because. It can be alcohol, partying, video games, sports events. People can do these things for hours upon hours upon hours, but the minute you ask them to talk to God, well, that's too much effort. I can't do that. I can't do more than 5 minutes. I can't do more than the Lord's Prayer. I can't do more than just have unspoken prayer request. That is the weeds choking out the good plants, the good life, choking your life. What comes easy are the weeds. Yes?
Just thinking of I'm actually thinking about that, and how much time we spend doing things that we know we shouldn't do, or time we spend doing things that's just completely mindless and has no edification or value other than we get to do something on our phones or on our tablets or on the computer. And it's just how much time we spend doing things that don't further who we are as a person.
A dinner, a home cooked dinner that takes time, effort, grilling. These things have a payoff because they taste good, smell good, look good, and just has a satisfaction to it versus I put in a frozen meal, cooked it up, opened up a bag, poured out the food, added water, whatever I did to it, and poof, there we go. There's dinner. There is a nutrition element that feeds your body what it needs, and there's the element that leads to obesity, especially in America, canned processed foods. So, easy usually is not the Lord's way. And that is something that you can apply to your life. May not result in the way that you think of, like, oh, this is all good. No, no, no. It's effort, it takes time. And what is easy is probably not making much of a benefit except for passing the time. Passing the time, Netflix, Hulu, all these streaming services, they usually have a heading of bingeable TV. Bingeable TV? Why do you need to binge? You have that much free time that you can binge TV shows? You don't have anything to clean in the house. You've already talked to God. You've prayed. You've spent time with people, or you're just hiding in a corner, praying no one calls you, praying no one shows up to see how you're doing. Because at the end of the day, you're probably not doing very good. The weeds will choke out life all the time. You can fill yourself and your time and your day with repetitive, meaningless stuff. What the word is moderation. Can you do some of that stuff? Sure can. Just don't let it be hours upon hours upon hours. What else are you doing with your time? What else are you doing with your day? That's the question. A weed has a root that usually goes straight down, doesn't branch out, doesn't rip into things. That's why it's easy to pull. That's also why it grows like that. Grass, plants, they spread out, establish themselves, grow upwards, spread out upwards. And when you pull out a plant, you're going to pull out the root ball. You're going to pull out dirt with it. There's going to be a lot that comes out with it. And that's the difference. What type of life do you want to have lived? That's the question you need to start asking. Because if you are struggling with things, it's because you are allowing the easy to be your life. Watching TV, eating easy food, alone, that feeds into depression, loneliness, anxiety, despair, unhealthy weight, unhealthy life, achy joints. I'm not like that. Well, if you set up a camera, watch yourself, and then watch the video of you living your life, 9 out of 10, it's more than you think. Anything you want to add?
The other thing I want to add is thinking about weeding and what it takes to get rid of them. It's an effort. You don't just pull up one weed and voila, you're done. You have to kind of self-reflect and look at everything and just evaluate, how you're going to pull it out and how you manage that time and that effort to get those weeds out. Because yes, weeding, if you've ever done it, it takes hours. And you're pulling out multiple weeds and multiple different kinds of weeds. And so pulling out the weeds in our lives isn't going to be an easy fix either. It's going to take time, effort, and intentionality about how you live.
Where to begin? Talk to God.
Always.
I don't like that. Then why are you a Christian? Gets down to it. I don't want to hear what he has to say. Then you probably definitely need to hear what he says about your life. Don't look for someone to agree with you. Find someone that disagrees with you. And you probably can't stand that person because they're right. You want to make some changes? Start making changes. Ask God to help you.
And he will.
So, blessings and best wishes for you. Take care.
Thanks for watching.